What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. On this, I want to talk about all roads lead to Georgia Tech. All questions will be answered in the upcoming season. We have a lot of news to cover before we get to the first game at Georgia Tech, but that's when everything will be answered. Is this team different from last year? Can they pass the test? The funny thing about it is Georgia Tech is the first game of the season, and it was also the first game of the season last year. So I just thought that was kind of crazy. But from my understanding, these uh, schedules are planned out way in advance. But yeah, I just wanted to say that they planned out way in advance. But yeah, man, Georgia Tech, that's what we're going to find out the fabric of this team. We're going to find this out very early on what the fabric of this team is really made of. Is this team really for real this year? They can't, for me, they can't start the season off 0-1, 0-1. They can't. They got to beat Georgia Tech and get some get back from last year. If they start out 0-1, I think that's gonna it could very well set the tone for the rest of the season. And but the crazy part about it is they get to find this out on day one, as soon as that season start. Where is this team at right now? Georgia Tech will all roads are leading to Georgia Tech. It's a lot of pressure on this team, and the defensive coordinator, we found out yesterday that he's one of the candidates for a position with the Dallas Cowboys, not a defensive coordinator position, but a position on the team, the Dallas Cowboys. So, yeah, all roads leading to Georgia Tech, man. But again, for those just coming in, if those are watching the rebroadcast, please give us a like. Also, subscribe for more content. That'll be greatly appreciated. But yes, please give us a like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know how you're feeling. And again, all of that will be greatly appreciated in advance. Yes, indeed. But Shedeur Sanders also met with his coach for the first time. And his coach was like, "Yeah, I tried to draft your ass." I didn't like how he said that. A lot of people are liking it, but he's going to quickly find out I don't like this situation. I would rather to see him away from the Browns. Not that I'm a Jets fan, not because I'm just I'm a Jets fan and stuff like that, but I just don't like him with the Browns, man. That's just how I feel about it. And I just feel that the Browns I just feel as though the Browns is just not the right place for him. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm feeling about it. I don't feel that the Browns are it, man. I don't. I feel like they're gonna go with Deshaun and until Deshaun can't go no more. That's how I feel about it. But he did meet with them. For the naked eye and the naked ear, you might think it was a friendly meetup, but I don't. I think we all know they're more than likely going to give Deshaun a shot. Hold on one second. Yeah, I think that we all know that they're going to give Deshaun Watson a shot because they paid him so much money and didn't go from there. But I honestly think if Shedeur stays there, he will be the backup to Deshaun Watson. But I honestly do think they're gonna maybe compete for the position. But the thing is, Deshaun signed for so much money. Like me personally, if I'm the owner, I'm gonna give him an opportunity because I paid him so much money. I want to at least try to get some type of return on my investment. I mean, come on now. Come on, Deshaun. We don't paid you a life changing money here. We don't paid you life changing money here. Now help us out now. Let's see what you got. Are you healthy or not? If not, go with Shedeur. And you said if they do, it's only 1 year, but I still don't see Shedeur staying there though. I don't. I don't. And The coach let him know straight up, we tried to draft your ass, but you ain't want to come with us. But I got you now. I ain't like how he said that. And I don't even like how Shedeur met with him. I don't like it. I don't like it, yo. I don't like nothing about it, like that presentation. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I think because I don't like the Browns. So I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not. And I'm not going to be crashing out because he was being passive aggressive when he said it. We tried to draft your ass, but now, we going, he told him we going to talk about that. I didn't like that. Now to the untrained eye and the ear, you're not going to see it that way. And you know the crazy part about it is they were trying to draft Shedeur to replace what's his name. That's what they were thinking. I don't think Shedeur was thinking that. I'm thinking he thinking that I'm not gonna play. Y'all got what's his name? I'm never gonna play. No, I think they were trying to replace you with him, Shedeur. That's what I think. I don't know why they were trying to replace what's his name in Baltimore, but I think they were trying to replace him and send him off somewhere else. I honestly think so now. The hindsight is 2020, so I can't knock Shedeur for that. Hindsight is 2020. He because I would be thinking the same thing Shedeur thinking. I'm never gonna play. You guys got your franchise quarterback, right? I'm never gonna play. But I think he was gonna play. Yeah, they may have known about him being hurt, or they may have known something else, and they wanted Shedeur. Well, he like, nah, I don't want to go there. So I honestly think what's gonna happen is Deshaun is gonna get the start. He has to. They paying him too much money. They're paying him too much money, and that listen, we got to have some type of return on our investment here, son. Like, well, I'm not gonna sit up here and pay you $200 million, and you ain't gonna throw that ball for us. Now, if he stink up the joint, then yes, they got to go with Shedeur. And Shedeur is on a rookie contract. He could stay on that rookie contract, and then Deshaun is out there. Then all right, Shedeur is the man. If they're gonna keep him in Cleveland, but we're gonna find out where they're going in the draft. If they draft another quarterback, you already know. They said Monken recruited 12 at Georgia too. Yeah, he know him. He's very aware of Shedeur, very aware of him. But just to say that he's the savior for Shedeur, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Why we have that mentality that we gotta wait for these people to save us, man? It really irks me, man. That's why I'm just like I stay in isolation. I don't even like talking to nobody because I feel like I'm on a different timeline, and I'm like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, no, he's gonna be he's not it, yo. He's gonna be a puppet for the owner. That's just what it is. That's how I see it. You'll see. Wait till the season start, and I'll start getting on him a little bit more than I am. You'll see. Add pieces around them. That's probably what they're gonna try to do if they get rid of Watson, right? And I heard that they only have another year on this contract. Yeah, I don't care about the savior. Well, yeah, he has his own work to do. But yeah, just to say that, oh, he's all in and on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, these people don't care about us, man. If something he get hurt, man, he'll be right on to the wayside like everybody else. It's the thing, man. I don't know. I just see that. I just don't. Let me tell you this. I don't like the Browns. I don't, and I'm not trying to be a fan of the Browns either. So I'm gonna talk bad on the Browns. Okay. Yeah, they paying that man 45 million a year. They gotta play him. They have to. They have to. And Deshaun is not a bad quarterback if he's healthy. But the fact of the matter is, even if he leaves, I know people say, well, they're gonna get rid of him. They still gotta pay him. Who gonna pick up that contract? They are stuck. They're gonna have to pay him the rest of the contract. Just like Russell Wilson, he might be done with playing football at some point, he's gonna still get paid until 2035. Okay? We're in 2026 now. He's gonna be just like the Knicks with Allen Houston. Allen Houston just finished getting paid a few years ago with the New York Knicks. And some of you too young to even remember Allen Houston playing for the New York Knicks. That's how it's gonna be with Deshaun. They're gonna be paying him into the 2030s if he can't play with another team. Craziness. But I'm not knocking him if his agent. His agent needs to go into the Hall of Fame. Okay, his agent. Hold on one second. All right, my bad. My bad. But yeah, yeah, anything Browns I don't like. I don't. So, but I'm not, to be honest with you, players, we're in a messed up timeline. You know what I'm saying? We're in a messed up timeline in society. I don't agree with players making that much anyway. Then because they don't help us. They don't do anything politically to help or nothing. They're just athletes. They're just a lot of them are meatheads. They're gonna lose their money anyway. They only thing they do is trick their money off on knuckleheaded ass Miss Piggy ass looking women. That's all they do. So the athletes don't even mean anything. They're just slaves to the dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. They ain't doing nothing to contribute to society. They're not. Um, and that's how I feel about it. Only thing they're doing is stunting for the gram, and all their wealth is being transferred to these cookie cutter ass women anyway. Okay, their wealth is being transferred to these cookie cutter ass women and doing all these demoralizing fucking commercials. God damn. Okay, I'm being real with you. I'm shadow banned anyway, so I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would do something for some fucking chicken. I wish I would, yo. And why can't we stop doing that? Dancing for some fucking chicken, man. Commercials. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. Let me stop. I already said to y'all. Oh, Tariq Hill. Don't let me get started on him. I promise y'all I'm not crashing out this early. I have to say something before the season start for the Browns because I don't like the Browns. I don't. And I don't like what they do with us. We have to be subservient and all that and act a certain like we fucking kids. I don't like that. I don't like that we have to act that way in 2026. You know what I'm saying? More of us should be thinking about becoming owners. Why we got to sit up here and still forget it. I'm not crashing out because I'm gonna crash out. I don't like the Browns, yo. I just don't. I don't like the Browns. And athletes, they don't do nothing to help us anyway. They don't do nothing. And to be honest with you, they can't because not many of them can talk right to be able to help anyway. Okay, the only thing they concerned about is transferring their wealth to some stupid ass Miss Piggy looking women. That's the only thing they good for. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really feel about like Tariq Hill. He doesn't matter. He doesn't do nothing to help society. He just run fast. That's it. And you see, his ass gonna be broke by the time he retire. He got so many kids. He's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, miss me with this coach, man. Like, oh, he's supposed to be like the savior. Bullshit. 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 They're gonna go with Deshaun, and then until Deshaun can't go no more. And then yes, I believe Shedeur should be right there in the running. At least not with the Browns though. But if he's with the Browns, then yeah, I'll have to watch him with the Browns. But that's the way it's looking. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I don't care all these teams suck. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he shouldn't have been drafted as low as he was drafted. All these teams were in on it. They were all in on the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, man, the NFL is rigged any damn way. That's the way I feel about it. You know, it's rigged, and that's the way I feel. I can't prove it. And they had just showed a video here recently about this person on the sideline doing a offside gesture. And then this very next play, they called the offsides. So yeah, I'm just what it's just what it is with me with this NFL, yo. NFL, man. I still don't like Jerry Jones from that picture he did when he was younger. I still don't like that. You know, these kids were just trying to go to school, and him and a bunch of other kids was sitting there doing the most, so the schools can't be integrated. And he was in a part of that picture. I don't like him just for that. To be honest with you, I don't like none of these owners. I don't. I don't like none of them. But I guess you got to go with the lesser of the evils, right? I don't like the Browns. But if that's where if that's where 12 got to play, that's where he got to play. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Is this coach might be a little better than the other coach? I'm not sure. I think he's gonna be a puppet for the owner. But we're gonna have to wait and see for the draft. Who are they gonna draft? Are they? They should go for another receiver, um, and maybe some people for that offensive line, and that's pretty much it. I think their team is pretty much set. Um, at that point, the team is pretty much set. They don't really have. They have Quinshawn Judkins. They have a hell of a tight end in Harold Fannin Jr. He had a really good rookie year. I like Shedeur. They have Isaiah Bond. They can get rid of Jerry Jeudy because he was part of them laughing on the sidelines when Shedeur got sacked on his head. Jerry Jeudy was sitting up there with Dylan Gabriel laughing. So as far as I'm concerned, they can get rid of Dylan and Jerry Jeudy. You get rid of both of them and then bring in another receiver, two more receivers, and they'd be straight. I think they'll be straight and maybe tweak the offensive line a little bit. Even though this ain't Jordan Seaton's year to come out. If it was Jordan Seaton's year to come out, I would say get Jordan Seaton. Or I would say get Caden Proctor. If the Browns are available to get Caden Proctor, they should get him, and then the next season get Jordan Seaton to help Shedeur out. That's why I think it should go. Because, you know, they're gonna give Deshaun another season, but they should revamp that offensive line. Go get Caden Proctor and another kid from Notre Dame, and then bring Jordan Seaton in the next year. And then now your offensive line is younger, and you probably be able to fix that offensive line. But I think they should be targeting Jordan Seaton for next season, and then get Caden Proctor for now, and then have both of them on the opposite sides. You're gonna have Caden Proctor on the right side and Jordan Seaton on the left tackle. So Caden Proctor at right tackle and Jordan Seaton at left tackle for Shedeur. He'll be straight. And then revamp those guards. And that's really all the team needs. That's really it. They're only 2 years away because they got the defense already. They might be a year away. Okay? Just get some more receivers and get rid of Jerry Jeudy at this point. Because I don't see what was so funny, Jerry. When he's sitting up there getting sacked and fell on his head, what you laughing at? Because the camera caught it. So, yeah, get rid of Jerry Jeudy. But the defense is solid. You said Watson will not stay healthy. Well, if he's not going to stay healthy, then Shedeur is the man. And that's where Shedeur comes in at. You said Tariq was married, what, 6 months? It's designed for them that way, for them to go broke like that. He wasn't even, what they did to Tyreek should be criminal. She's demanded how much money and they only been married 6 months? It ain't worth getting married when you're an athlete. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. I want I want a regular woman. I don't want somebody with got their butt done and got their lips done and everybody looking like Miss Piggy. Ever see how they get their lips done? Their lips looking like, ooh. That's how their lips are looking. Fake hair, the lips is out like that, and they getting all this Botox where they look frightened every day. They're not really frightened. They just look frightened because they frozen in time because of the damn Botox. I don't want that. I'm sorry. I'd rather have me somebody from the hood, yo. Somebody from around the way, yo. Give me somebody from around the way. Okay? Give me somebody from around the way, yo. Like that. And they all get the Brazilian things done and they gotta have it's crazy. Back in the day, they used to make fun of people having butts like that. Look how things have changed around. It's crazy. But it's meant for them for their wealth to go get broke anyway. It's because at every draft, you have the cookie cutter women there at every draft. I'm sorry, my girlfriend ain't coming to no draft. I'm sorry. Especially you just my girlfriend. Bullshit. Me and the family. Me and my day one's gonna be at the draft. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Unless she's a girlfriend that's solid. Because some of them girlfriends are solid. If they solid, they solid. But there's not too many riders that's gonna stick with these players after they retire and they got injuries and they feeling the effects of their injuries. There's not too many gonna stick around. You know what I'm saying? That they all get these cookie cutter ass women, man. I don't know what it is. It's like they obligated to be with these women. It's crazy. And they don't bring nothing to the table. Nothing. Dylan got him a cookie cutter ass woman. He do. Dylan got one too. He got one. You see how she was talking during the season? Didn't know nothing about nothing. Throwing shade and everything. No, she ain't supposed to be talking. And she's sitting there throwing shade. Yeah, man. They out of control. They call them wags. You said I think the NFL wanted the Rams and the Bills in the Super Bowl. They have the New England, right? Ain't New England in it? They in the Super Bowl. I don't even care who in the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. I think New England is in it. If New England, they probably gonna win. New England probably gonna win because Robert Kraft, you know what I'm saying? He gonna win. Robert Kraft stay in the mix. He said the refs cheated for Buffalo all year long. It just seemed like things are fixed. It does. That's why I don't even want to bet on sports. Some people are making. Shout out to the people that's making money on this sport betting, but I'm not making it. And if you can make, I think you get lucky sometime. Because one night I had a parlay going. I had a 6-leg parlay. Did you know I was within 2 legs of winning a lot of money? I was within 2 legs of winning. And the player just needed, I just need the player to score a touchdown. That's all I needed. He was real close and he fumbled it. And I was like, the parlay. And then I said, okay, well, we got 8 minutes left in the game. Maybe he'll get another one. He fumbled. He missed the pass again. And then the other player, all he needed was a touchdown as well. He didn't get it. He came close. But it was one of those parlays that, it was like I just said, let me just spend $10 to see if I could hit. That's all it was. I just lost $10, but it would have paid a lot though. It would have paid a lot. But shout out to some of the people that it works. Some people it works. But I think, they gotta let a certain amount hit every now and then. You said Simeon Price went to Oregon. I heard that. Yes, Simeon Price. He Simeon Price is a running back, right? He's a running back, right? Wait. Um, what was it? What? Let me see. Simeon Price. What was his stats last year? I'm curious. Um, yeah, he was hurt all last year. Why? How come he didn't want to stay? If he was hurt all last year, why couldn't he stay this year? Because yeah, I thought he was hurt. The Colorado had a lot of injuries. You ever notice that? They had a lot of injuries, dog, last year. They had a lot of injuries. A lot. Even our three technique got hurt. That was supposed to, do some work for us. Gabriel Lightfoot. He was hurt. He was out for the season. Yeah, 3 years. It's crazy, bro. I'm thinking it's something up there, yo. It might be something with that altitude. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Something with the altitude and messing with your blood or something. Um, that's the only thing I could think of. Or they just have horrible luck for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like people just be getting injured. You remember Shedeur got injured. Remember he had a back injury? Remember Travis got, well, that was a cheap shot. What happened with him? But still, man, it's like a omen up there. Alton McCaskill couldn't get right. Ugh. It got to be the. I don't know. I don't know the science with the altitude. I'm gonna do some research on that to see if the altitude got anything to do with it. But I know in recent history, because I've been looking into the recent history, because we got a few Colorado Buffaloes playing in the Super Bowl. They were fine. I don't think maybe it's not the altitude. Maybe it's just one of those things. You said breaking news: Ronald Coleman to the Texas Longhorns. I don't believe that. Stop. Stop. Let me no. But he would be a walk on though. Mm, yeah, I think he was like a walk on. Yeah, I don't see no news, man. You don't think Price would have got much playing time? Colorado's low that. Yeah, they are. They have enough running backs. They have a lot. Yeah, actually no, I don't think so. I think he would have got playing time. He good enough to go to Oregon. You gotta think about it. If he good enough to go to Oregon, why can't he play here? He just chose to leave, I guess. You ever thought about that? Like, why Oregon? You would think it'd be like um Pine Bluff or something. Or you know what I'm saying? Like one of them schools, like um going to Southern or something. Or going to Delaware or not Oregon. Unless he going there, they need depth. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I will see what he do. They got the running back from Alabama and Sac State. I know. Yeah, they are good, and they still have Michael Welch there. But I already see the offensive coordinator bigging up his players. I could see it. I could see him bigging up his players, man. And hopefully he'll have a really say so this year, man, to see what he could do. See what he could do, man. I know last season he was 7-3. I believe 7-4. I believe he finished 7-4. Yeah. So we'll see if what he can do. You know, what he gonna have is he gonna have a huge say so here and who plays and who don't play. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying? See if they really make the drastic changes here. Because they don't make some drastic changes by getting some of the coaches in, replacing some of the coaches. Um, but remember, all questions will be answered in the first game at Georgia Tech. Don't that seem crazy to you? Their first game last year was Georgia Tech, and we see how that what happened there. And the first game of this season, upcoming season, is Georgia Tech at Georgia Tech. At that, they're gonna be at Georgia Tech. Let me see, Colorado. So yeah, that's a great opportunity though, right? To get the season off to a really good start. Yep, they at Georgia Tech. Now that Weber State game, that's at Folsom Field. But that first game, September 5th, guys, Georgia Tech and in the ATL. So if they can't start the season off 0-1, they just can't. Because they starting with the hype train already. I could see it. But I'm telling you right now, there ain't no hype train. Because ain't nobody was on the hype train more than me last year. Why? I'm gonna tell you. What did I say about the quarterback? I said he has the opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. Didn't I say that? I said there's going to be, we could potentially have back to back Heisman Trophy candidates. You said Price likely gave up his NFL dreams and decided to take a scholarship offer to add to the depth for a really cool school at Oregon. I mean, you mean a really good price too. It's his last year, right? It's his last year because he shit. I know how Colorado be doing with people last year. You ain't playing. They don't give a damn if it's your last year. So yeah, it's good for him. Maybe he late. Maybe they could use him at, or we don't know yet. Maybe he, because I know people were saying that about Hood. Oh well, he ain't nothing. You know what I mean? We it's cool that we lost him. It's all good. He ain't really play that much anyway. Now he's a first round draft pick. I think Colorado misused some of their talent. They couldn't identify some the shit they had. They couldn't identify it. So hopefully they improve on that this year. But they trying with the hype train now. They trying. They trying. They say, yeah, Brendan Marion, he's really this and he don't put all that pressure on Brendan Marion. Don't do that. Because I'm telling you, this is a rebuilding season. Don't put that pressure on him like that, because I don't want this to happen after next season. If things ain't go well, here y'all go trying to get him out of there. Nah, it's a rebuild here. If they do represent, then they represent. But I'm not trying to be let down this year, so I'm gonna be like, you know what? Take it game by game. But that first game is a hell of a test, though. They're gonna be in ATL going against Georgia Tech, and possibly what's his name brother might be playing. The Heisman Trophy winner this year, his brother might be playing. His brother transferred to Georgia Tech. What if they playing him? What if he's good? I don't know. I don't know if he's good or not. We'll see. You know, I don't know if he ain't gonna be like Haynes King now, because Haynes King was running all over the damn place. You said, yeah, y'all be killing me. You said then practice videos having y'all fool. Listen, listen. Nobody, nobody did it like how I did it last year. You said you just be talking Hood was third corner and would have started last year. You said you just be talking Hood was third corner and would have started last year, but they didn't keep him though. So I'm not just talking because they didn't keep him. Okay? They didn't keep Hood. They didn't keep him. They didn't keep him. No, I'm not just talking. Why do you say I'm just talking? So you want me to sit up there and be on the hype train again? I'm not doing that. Nobody was more on the hype train than me last year. And what you mean I'm just talking? I said Hood played. You just come up in here just showing out. Okay, they the one they didn't keep him. They said that his brother didn't get a scholarship. He was out. That's what they said. That ain't on Colorado. If they didn't want to help his brother out and they lost him, then so be it. Okay, because I'm looking at this schedule right here. We're gonna get into that in a second. But look, nobody, y'all can say, because y'all remember when I don't act like y'all remember me sitting up there saying, I said, listen, guys, the quarterback they got coming in, we might have back to back Heisman Trophy winners. I said it. I said it. Okay. I said it. I said back, Tremaine, you remember I said back to back Heisman Trophy winners. Okay. And y'all like, Max, you serious? I said, yeah, bro. I watched the tape and everything. Okay. And they said, you know what somebody told me? Yeah, but that was a lesser division. See, that's how they trying to say it now. It don't matter what division you come from. If you can ball, you ball. No, it does matter. There's levels to football. It does matter. It does. Because the people that came to Colorado, they're moving up a level. Because they worked hard to get to this level, right? To get to have somebody recognize them. All right. Yeah, so what I'm saying is we're gonna have to wait and see. What about Isaiah Jada? Yeah, we had Isaiah Jada. We had yeah, he got like he getting drafted this year. That's what happens, man. But this year, I'm gonna be more realistic. I'm gonna be more realistic this year. What's up, Ant? I'm being more realistic. They trying to hype it though. They are. Okay, they're saying, yeah, Brendan Marin, he's such a big change to this program. He's gonna be an innovator. Don't put that pressure on him, man. Don't put that pressure on him because he didn't go undefeated last year. He lost 4 games. So don't put that pressure on him now. Okay, this is a rebuilding year. Okay, we don't want to put the pressure on these coaches. They're doing the best that they can do. So let's just take it one game at a time. Let's do that. Let's just do that. Well, actually, I'm really talking to myself. Let me take it one game at a time. What did I tell y'all? I'm betting on every game. I'm winning money. It's all money. But guys, I was really talking that hot shit last year. I sure was. I sure was. I said, yeah, but we got a Michael Vick as a quarterback. Damn, I almost compared him to Michael Vick. But I had to stop. I said, ain't nobody comparing to Mike Vick. But I damn near compared him to Mike Vick. I damn near did. I had him for the Heisman Trophy. Okay. You said Colorado is in the Big 12 conference, one of the power brokers of college football. I know. I know they're in the Big 12. But Antoine, nobody had them hyped. They trying to hype it again. I know they are. They saying Brendan Marion. They keep saying Brendan Marion. Brendan Marion. First of all, Brendan Marion, let me just say this. What's up with your cowboy hat, yo? The cowboy hat and the Timbs don't go together, bro. I don't know. What's up with these people with this cowboy hat stuff, man? I don't know why that irks me. The cowboy hat. I don't know why. It does. That's not our come on, man. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. That irks me though. I don't like the cowboy hat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's not. He's been wearing it. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to tell him to change who he is. I just don't like it. You said if Livingston bounce, what's the plan? Um, the plan is to bring in another DC. But if he sit there actively looking, I don't know if he's gonna take the Dallas job. We'll see. There's other two candidates interviewing for the job as well. But they talked to him yesterday, Dallas Cowboys. And he's been in the NFL. You know, he's very successful when he was there with the Bengals. Maybe he want to go back that way. But they're going to have to hire a new defensive coordinator. That means the whole damn team changed. That means it's going to be a whole new look. Okay? But guess what? No, I don't want to hear nothing when they come that first game and they don't win it. I don't want to hear nothing. Because I don't want to hear the talking no more. I want to see what they're going to do against Georgia Tech. The talking is over. Okay? See, last year, what did they say last year? This team is better than Travis and them. That's what they told us. Yes, I did drink that Kool-Aid. I said, yeah, God, it's better than Travis and them, man. We going to have back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners. I sure did. But then you can't help that they had a lot of injuries too. So that happened. We got injuries. You know, injuries is some things, but you know, it's unforeseen. You know, you're gonna have injuries. Hopefully they're deep enough where the injuries ain't gonna matter. You said it's gotta either be 31-30 Buffs or 31-17 Tech. Damn. Well, you said it's okay to be hyped about the new people. Just don't get caught up and watch them play first. Don't get caught. Yeah, I got caught up. Okay. I was talking Heisman trophies. Okay. I don't want to hear it. So people say, man, Max, why are you being so? I'm not being negative. I'm taking it easy this year. Like, I'm not saying Heisman trophies this year. I said he gonna throw for damn near 1,000 and run for 1,000. You see how I was thinking. I said, damn, throw for almost 1,000 and run for 1,000 as a quarterback. Then I started showing old Michael Vick clips. Yeah, I was really into it, man. This year, it's a good thing because the first game is Georgia Tech, so that's good. That's gonna be the test right there, September 5th. September 5th is the test. Then after that, Weber State. That's a home game. That's a nice home game to at least win out and blow them out. And then you have Northwestern. That could be a trap game because Northwestern ain't nothing to play with. Okay, and that's also a away game. And then their first Big 12 action against Baylor. That's in Waco, Texas. Then they play Texas Tech in Boulder. So yeah, they're gonna have a grind this season. It's gonna be a grind to the top. You said they see well off is and they get hype. Or we have dogs. This type. No, no, you're not talking about me like that this year. Nope. Because I admit I was saying that. Yeah, we got dude. I'm looking at the look. I'm looking at a one little clip in practice and falling out the window. No, not this year. Not this year. Okay, we taking it game by game. So don't y'all come in my comment section talking about Max what happened. No, we gonna take it game by game. The first game, Georgia Tech, and that's a really good test because what if they sit up there and blow out Georgia Tech? Okay, what if they blow out Georgia Tech? Just blow them out, and then Weber State blow them out. Now they 2-0 for the season. Let's look at the possibilities. Let me tell you all the possibilities that can happen here real quick. Let's go. Do you want me to start negative or do you want me to start positive? Which one y'all want to go? Ant, where you want to go first? You want the bad news or the good news of what the possibilities could be for the season? Because I'm looking at the schedule. Where do you want me to start? Do you want me to go all the way bad? Do you want me to go in the middle? Or do you want me to go all the way to the top? You want me to go the worst case scenario first? Okay, let's go to worst. So I'm going with the first answer. The worst case scenario first. The worst case scenario first, the opening game is against Georgia Tech. They lose that game, and that's in Atlanta. Okay. The second game is against Weber State. They're going to win that game. That's the first home game at Folsom Field. So now they 1-1 for the season. The third game is Northwestern. They lose against Northwestern. Now they 1-2 on the season. Okay. Now they're 1-2. Baylor. They lose against Baylor. Now they're 1-3 on the season. Okay, they 1-3 now in the season. The next game is Texas Tech. They 1-4 in the season. Utah. Utah's in Boulder. Okay, they 1-5 in the season. Oklahoma State. I'm gonna say they gonna win that one. I'm gonna say they gonna win against Oklahoma State. And then they going against Kansas State. I'm gonna say they're gonna lose that one too. Arizona State, they're losing. Houston, they could pull out Houston. Cincinnati, they could pull out Cincinnati. They can pull out UCF, and that's it. That's the worst case scenario, and that's a losing season. In the middle, let's give you the mid. Let's give you the mid. Georgia Tech, they're starting off 0-1 against Georgia Tech. They're 0-1. Weber State, they're 1-1. Northwestern, they're 2-1. They 2-1 on the season. Baylor, they're 3-1 in the season. Texas Tech, they're now 3-2 on the season against Texas Tech. Utah, they're now 3-3. Oklahoma State, they're now 3-4. Kansas State, they're now 4-4. They could be 4-4 on the season. Arizona State, they're now 5-4. Now we're talking about one more game to be bowl eligible because now they're 5-4. Houston, they just now became eligible. They're now 6-4 in the season. They're 6-4 in the season. And then you got Cincinnati. They're going to beat Cincinnati. UCF. They're going to lose to UCF, and they could qualify for a bowl game. The absolute best outcome here, the absolute best outcome, they start off the season 5-0. They beat Georgia Tech. They beat Weber State. They beat Northwestern. They beat Baylor and Texas Tech. Once that happens, they're now ranked. By the time they get to the Utah game, they should be ranked. And they're going to beat Utah to go to 6-0 in the season. Oklahoma State, they're 7-0 in the season. Kansas State, they're now 7-1. Arizona State, they're 7-2. Houston, they're 8-2. Cincinnati, they're 9-2. UCF, they're 10-2, and that's it. They could end the season on 10-2. That's the absolute best. Or they could surprise me and run the table. But we have to wait until after the spring game because Coach Prime don't have all his people there yet because some of the high school players are not there yet. And they're going to probably add some more people in because remember, there's still people stuck in the portal. So they still have some people that they can take out that portal. So we're just going to wait and see who else they add after the spring game. So we're going to have to wait till after the spring game to really see what this is looking like. But even when it's looking like, I still have to just wait till the first game. I can't make a prediction. I can't make a prediction because there's so much pressure on them. I don't want to even go there. But that Georgia Tech game is a very good game because all eyes are going to be glued on them on that Georgia Tech game September 5th. But believe me, that's going to be a highly rated game as far as television views. Okay? Television views, everybody's going to be viewing. What's going to happen? Do Coach Prime, do they really have it? This can make or break him right here. Because what if they go blow out Georgia Tech? Now he can really be popping it. He can really pop it again. Okay? So we're going to see. But there's a lot that has to happen before Georgia Tech game. You know, they still got the winter conditioning, spring and summer, summer conditioning leading up to training camp. You said think Boo Carter coming along. Well, he's out there giving it. He's out there working. From the little clips that I see, he's out there doing what he got to do. No, I didn't check them out yet, Samba. I have to go back. But that first spark will be Georgia Tech. That's all they need. Let me tell you guys something. If they can whoop Georgia Tech, that sets the tone for the rest of the season. Not saying that Georgia Tech is the same team from last year, right? However, they could beat Georgia Tech, right? And then yeah, I would say Georgia Tech. That's a really because think about it. That was their first game of last season. Now it's the first game again. It's crazy. You said Boo out throwing up. It's the altitude, and also I think he's coming off an injury, so he has to get back into it. It's tough when you're coming off an injury, but yeah, he getting back into it, right? But yeah, man, it's gonna be all eyes on them. Are the players ready for it? Are they ready for that type of attention? But they got it. This attention could really do wonders for them. Imagine, I know it's not an individual game, it's a team game, but what happened individually if you show out? The country gonna be watching you. You know, you showed out against Georgia Tech. Um, you know, even though Jordan Seaton left, who's gonna replace him and represent? Okay, since y'all lost Jordan Seaton, so what? I'm here. I'm the man. Who's gonna step up and be the man? That's all. It's a good opportunity for these players, though. Think about for the players. It's a great opportunity to be in. Great opportunity. Because all you got to do is go out there and dominate. Win or lose, people are gonna notice it. They're gonna notice your play. Oh, it's a home and home series that was scheduled a few years ago. Yeah, they do say that these schedules have been out for a while now. So yeah, they scheduled the home and home series. Okay. You said running back Duncan Broom, wide receiver Camden Fryer, and nose tackle Chris Leota. Where are they playing at though? I don't know where they lack at yet, Donovan. Until we'll get a good look at them during the spring game. But even the spring game is not really going to tell it. We'll know by the first game what they're lacking, if they're lacking anything. Because some of the players, I must admit, they look hungry. They look like they ready for some action here. Like I said, the opportunity is there for them because the work, the country will be watching. If they start that season off 5-0, guys, they're ranked. They're going to be ranked by that sixth game. Okay, and yeah, Coach Prime will be back in national prominence. He'll be back. He'll be back on that. You know how they interview after the game, the post interview. He'll be back saying, "What about me now? What y'all got to say about me now?" He'll be back saying that. Y'all doubted me out. Y'all counted me out, right? Sorry about that. I had to fix my mic. I saw it was about to go out. But yeah, man, Georgia Tech. That's what I like about college football though. The fanfare, the excitement leading up to the first game. That's what I like about the game, more so than NFL. I'd rather watch this than NFL. You know, the opportunity that some of these players going to have, new stars are going to be born at Colorado. Somebody we don't know yet, but somebody's going to step up to the plate and do really well. Juju, it could be his season to shine right now. You know, this his team. You said coach told the reporters, "I guarantee you, we won't have another season like this again." He said it was the last, so he did say that. But see, that's the excitement behind it. He said this ain't happening again. And he did say it. He was right. It was the last supper for a lot of people. He said it. It's the last supper. You said the wideout Camden Fryer's father played at Florida State 2 seasons after Prime left. Wait, his father name ain't Irvin, is it? No, he played at Nebraska. Oh yeah, his dad played at Florida State. Okay. You said Colorado needs no more receiver. They got good. They good in the receiver department. Oh yeah, Matt Fryer. Okay, he caught the Hail Mary from Charlie Ward. Okay. And you know, Charlie Ward went on to play for the New York Knicks. Wow, you went back to Charlie Ward days when he won the Heisman Trophy. Prime should be constructing a team to compete against the SEC, ACC, and Big Ten in the big. I mean, that's what he's trying to do. I think that's the ultimate goal, you know, to get to the top, you know, but it takes a little bit. It takes a little while. You said Ward didn't even get drafted. He won a Heisman and a Natty. No, he chose basketball. That's why. I don't even think he entered himself in the draft. He was going NBA. He got drafted to the NBA. He chose basketball. That's interesting. So he didn't get drafted at all, or did he enter the draft? No, I knew I was right. He did not enter the NFL draft. I knew I was right. Okay, let me tell you because I remember that. No, Charlie Ward did not enter in the NFL draft. He chose the NBA. He chose, and the reason why he chose is because the longevity of the NBA compared to football on his body. That's why. But yes, Charlie Ward had a choice, or he could have chose baseball. Yeah, he didn't enter the NFL draft. If he did, he would have got drafted. He did not enter the NFL draft because he prioritized basketball. And the reason why he did that is because of the longevity of basketball. That's why. And back then, he got paid more money. Right. He wasn't going. He didn't think that he was going to be, the longevity of the NFL. But he was eligible for the NFL, but he didn't take it. Right. And there was something about the defensive back position. You're right about that. Now look, so Donovan McNabb, he also played basketball and football. He chose football. Because they always had this thing about black quarterbacks back in the day. They made them take these like IQ tests. It was crazy. You said Travis Hunter looked crazy on the basket. He looked like Travis looked like he could have played basketball too if he wanted to. Yeah, I think Travis could have played ball and excelled in basketball. He's just a really good athlete. Really, really good athlete. Yeah, but the way he was looking out there, I was like, damn, Travis, I think they could use you. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to him. He'll be back next season. But that just was a really good Colorado team, man. That 2024 season, really good team, man. You said might be a reason. I don't know about why those players still in the portal. Let me see. As far as the portal is concerned, um, as far as like Colorado is concerned, everybody is pretty much they got with a team already. Now, some of the players you're saying right now that's currently still in the portal, yeah, there's probably a reason, but it's just a lot of people that entered the portal this year. It's crazy. But there's still some people Colorado could go get though. Yeah, man. There's still some Isaiah Harge and Ryan Staub with Tennessee. We got Jason Stokes in there. What y'all think about him? He's a freshman cornerback from Utah. A lot of people got some good reviews on him. Got, like you said, Richard Young, the Alabama running back. A lot of people got some things that he might do some things. We'll see. Um, they got a lot of cornerbacks this year. We got Leon Bell. He's 6'8", 300 pounds, out of California. I think that might be the replacement to Jordan Seaton. Leon Bell out of California. Um, he's a senior, 6'8", 300 pounds, guys. I'm looking for big things for him. 6'8", 300 pounds. That's a big target out of Cal. We gonna see. You said Donovan McSnacks. So yeah, man, we're gonna see. Yeah, a lot of these players they got out of the portal, but some of the players stuck in there from other schools. I don't know. You probably could get some diamonds in the rough. You keep looking. I'm gonna be watching DJ McKinney at Notre Dame to see what he do. I mean, Colorado wasn't playing with the cornerback position. They got a lot of cornerbacks in the portal. We got somebody from San Jose State, the edge. His name is Billy Tuafua. Oh, I already know he can play. I just whenever I say a name like that, that means he could play. His name is Billy Tuafua. Tofua. Yeah, he definitely can play. I already know he a dog just from the name. You know what I'm saying? The Polynesian, you already know. You see what I'm saying? So I don't care. When I had to say a name like that, yeah, he could play. We got Jordan Seaton cousin up at practice doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like y'all didn't see Jordan Seaton cousin up there, man, doing this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Lifting the weight room out of socket. He trying to come in and like, look, man, my cousin represented here, and I'm about to represent. Yeah, he did play at Washington. You talking about Nate Washington? Yeah. I mean, Nate. Yeah, he played safety there. I heard he might be going to Dallas. They met with him yesterday, so we're gonna see. And then also, if he leaves, we're gonna see who their new defensive coordinator is gonna be. Some people were telling me, like Max, the linebacker coach they have there now, he could easily be the defensive coordinator. I said, really? They said, yeah. So we'll see. Now, as far as Sap to defensive coordinator, I believe he can do it. But the thing is, I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he will stay where he's at or move that linebacker coach. They said he could play defensive coordinator. Or he might just bring in another one from somewhere. We don't know yet. Mathis do see that. You talking about Cole? Oh, you talking about Cole? Let me see. Hold on a second. You know what? Um, let me see. Let me see. He might have red shirted last year, but believe it or not, in 2025 he played in one game during the 2025 season. He made his college debut on a kickoff against Wyoming. Yeah, he was on the kickoff team. I knew he was on one at least one game. So he did play already. He was on. I couldn't believe he was on the kickoff squad. But now here's the thing about this: can he play the position? Yes, he can. Because I've seen him do it. But the thing is, he's too small. He just really he's skinny. He gotta eat calories or so. He gotta do something. But I've seen his technique when he covers in practice is pretty good. But he's really tiny. And you know the thing is, I don't know if he just got a high metabolism. Or I don't know. Travis was like that too. It took him a while to gain weight. Remember Coach Brown said, Travis, you need to gain a little weight now. High metabolism. No, not a full time corner until he gained weight. And the thing is, I think he need to get on a strength program and a diet program. He need to stop running. He running too much. Don't let him run right now. Put him on a medical thing until he gain the weight and then condition him then can get his conditioning right, like as far as his wind and everything. He got to put on some pounds, man. Because imagine him playing like the nickel or something, and somebody big as Derrick Henry coming. What he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He gonna wrap up a Derrick Henry type. You know the crazy thing is he'll be the one to tackle him too. He'll be the one. It's always the one that you think can't tackle you will tackle you. I go back to Muggsy Bogues back in the NBA. Jordan used to hate when Muggsy guarded him. He used to hate it. In fact, he used to cuss Muggsy out during the game, like, "Oh, this little midget guarding me." He hated it because Muggsy gave him a problem. That's why. Muggsy was so low to the ground, and forget guarding him, like, because you got to get damn near on your knees to guard him. And shit, Muggsy was very effective back in the day. Um, so some little ones probably a damn near tackle. You be like, damn, I just got tackled by this dude. He'd been on tripped you up, and he fast. You're not gonna outrun Cole. You're not doing it. You're not gonna outrun him. You're not gonna outrun him because he's gonna be right with you. Even though you're faster than him, he's still gonna be right with you. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna gap Cole that much. You're not gonna be able to gap him. He's too small. And then when you catch the, when you jump up high to get the touchdown, I mean to get the pass, Cole will just trip you. His shoulder pads will hit your feet and you're on the ground. That's just what it is. So he might could do it. I don't know. We'll see. But he need to gain a little more weight though. He need to gain a little bit more weight. And it's gonna take him a while. I wasn't even his size at freshman in high school. The last time I was that size, I had to been in like sixth, seventh grade. Sixth grade. But I give it to him. He did play in a kickoff before. But I ain't been like he has to eat. I'm not talking about his height. Because height ain't got nothing to do with it. You can see right now from D'Angelo Pons from Indiana. But you gotta have the weight though. You gotta be big. You gotta be able to tackle. It's like Travis is still skinny. He still need to gain a little. He still get a little bit mass on him. But that's gonna happen in time. But it sucks though because it's about the metabolism. Sometimes people metabolism just real high. Shit, he need my metabolism right now. I damn need half a cheeseburger. I'm about to be a three technique. He need that type of metabolism right now. Khalifa Keith is still in the portal. He sound like he can play Khalifa Keith. Um, let me see. Oh my God. Yeah, height ain't got nothing to do with it. Cole, he listed at 5'8". That's cool. But they list him at 130. Ah, Lee. So how much weight do he got? If he's 5'8"? What weight does he have to be cornerback? Do he got to be at least 160? I don't know. All right, so if he 5'8", at least 165, 170, preferably 175. Well, it took Kermani. You remember when Kermani came there? He was skinny, but now he don't built up now to where he tackled differently. If you notice, he don't got bigger. Sometimes it take people a few years. You said any player that entered the portal can return to their current school. Yeah, some people might be, go somewhere else. You said 165 would be a good. Yeah, if he 5'8". But Cole don't been there 2 years. This is gonna be his second year, so he gonna have to really hit them plates, man. He gonna have to eat 3 meals a day plus some, plus some, and stop running so much. You said Keith is 6'1", 230 for Tennessee. He's in the portal. He was a 5-star running back. Yeah, I know Kamani like 6'1", but you remember how rail thin he was. He's gotten bigger. And it sometimes it takes people some time to fill out. You know what I mean? Until what they're gonna be. So it took Kamani a couple years. You see what I'm saying? So no, Kamani, no, Kamani, he taller than 6'1". He's 6'3". He's taller than he's about damn near 6'4". Do you see how big he got? Kamani had a growth spurt. But not only did he have a growth spurt, he got bigger. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for the mass. Because you need some mass. Yeah, he had a growth spurt. He got to be about 6'3". Yeah, he had a bit of. Remember, these kids are still young, so he had a growth spurt there. But you gotta. He put the time in eating too. You gotta get the weight on you. They might have to keep Cole from running. He might not can't run with the team. You gotta eat. He gotta eat and then lift heavy weights. Next thing you know, he'll be Diesel. He gotta get that weight up. He's actually gotten a lot. He got a little bigger than he did when he first got there. He still got a little way to go. But I know he can play the cornerback position. I know he can. I've seen him do it. But yeah, he just need to hold the clipboard for this year. Hold the clipboard and go eat. I want to see him eating during the game too. You got to eat, son. Eat on the plane. I don't want to see you nibbling on nothing. You eat it all. And he'll get the weight up. And then you can work on your conditioning to tone down. And then you'll be at your good weight. He needs to get to at least his brother size. Because his brother got the weight. But they just I don't know. He need to be playing receiver or something. I don't know what they doing. But he do be on special teams. But he wants to be a general manager. You know what I mean? He's learning on the fly right now, so that's a good place to learn for sure. Hell, he might could be the general manager of that team when he graduate. Shit, maybe he could do something. You said if he really want to play, he gonna have to go D. No, he can't even go D2. He too small. Even D2, he too small. I'm just telling you this. He's small for high school. He's small for high school level. He really petite. Shit, if he wearing women clothes, he'd be a size 1. That's small, man. Shit. You talking about flag football. He played flag football. Shit, not even D3. You see how big these players are? Okay, so what's the difference between D1 and D2? The only difference is the linemen are a lot faster. Some people have to go D2 because of many reasons. Because of grades in high school. Maybe their high school team wasn't that good and they need some exposure. Or they'll go JUCO level just to get their grades up or exposure. But it don't mean they're not good and they're not big. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm serious. If he was dressed in drag, he'd be a size 0. He petite. He got to pack it on. He got to pack it on. Shit, forget running because I see him running with the team. Listen, we all know he can beat everybody. I don't want you running, son. I need you to go eat. While we practicing, I need you on the sidelines eating. That's what you practicing, eating. That's what he practicing. Okay. Because he get the one look, I give it to him. But you know how hard it is to gain 30 pounds? That's hard when you young like that. So he needs to eat. Forget running. Forget running. He needs to gain a whole 30 some pounds. That's a lot. He that in boxing, he's moving up 3 weight classes. You know how hard that is? Because right now, if he was boxing, what would he be, Antoine? He'll be a featherweight, right? Or a bantamweight. No, bantamweight is 118. He will be a light let me see. He will be a junior lightweight. Am I right? Or he'll be a lightweight. Or no, bantamweight is like 180. I ain't playing him like that. Is he a bantamweight? Yeah, he needs to go up he needs to go up 2 weight classes. And that's hard to do for his because he got high metabolism. So he has to stop. You said Tank Davis. No, Tank Tank walks around at 165 or 170. That's how much weight he has to drop. You said after camp and training, he would be about 125. He can't train then. I'm surprised they letting him out there running. He has to eat. I'm like, son, I'm gonna put you on a medical thing and you gotta eat. He said he's the same size as Floyd Mayweather, 145 to 150. No, no, he's not. They got him listed at 5'8", 130. He's walking around at 130. Mayweather wasn't walking around at 130. He will fight at that weight, 150, but he will walk around at like 165. Cole is walking around at 130. You said is Pat Sertan still available? Available for what? You mean senior? You mean the father, not the son? You mean as far as the defensive coordinator? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. You're visualizing him in a. I'm not visualizing. I'm not. listen, because I don't want you to clip that. I am not visualizing him in a dress. I said if he was wearing one, he'll be a size 1. Okay, he'll be a size 1. He not a size 6. I know I shouldn't even say that. That's kind of like pause worthy. You said Trinidad Chambers started Division 2. I mean Division 3. Ferris State before transferring to Ole Miss. Yeah, he worked his way up, though, Division 2. And now look at him. Sometimes people start out in the Division 2, though. Don't mean that they horrible. It's just they got to get things going. He said Cole was 130 in high school. He's bigger now. Oh, okay. Maybe he is bigger now. Maybe he is. What is he, about 140? 145? Like, what do you, well, how big is he then? Like, correct us, because, don't let us sit here and say the wrong thing. Like, okay, what? Oh, come on, man. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't say 135, yo. Yo, I can see if you say 145. I can see if you say that. He does appear to look bigger. He does. I give him that. Don't worry, man. But let me tell you though, if he get his weight up, they got a player though. They got a baller, yo. If he get his weight up, he's good to go. He was on kickoff. They hear he was on kickoff for one game, so I'm not lying to you. He was on kickoff for one game. He sure was, because I saw him out there. He had the uniform on and everything. And he was going for it. He was trying to go decleat somebody. He sure was. He got the heart. He need them Flintstone vitamins. No, listen, he need to eat. Whenever they go out to the mall, he needs some Five Guys. He need to eat the whole Five Guys. The hamburger and the fries. He need to eat it all. Okay? But he need to do it in a healthy way too. So it's a healthy way to do it. I'm not telling him to eat all junk food, but he has to get his calories up. And he can't burn so much. We already know what the science is. Take in more calories than you burn at first. Okay? Fuck it, unless they gonna put him out there. I mean, if he a dog, he a dog. What's wrong with his size if he a dog? Maybe he can play. Shit. Put him out there then. Maybe he can do his thing. Listen, because he can guard. He can. I seen him do it. He's like really good. He got good footwork and everything. Shit. Um, but it makes him look tinier when he put that uniform on. Because the uniforms are form fitting. He look real tiny, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shit. Muggsy was short, but he not short though. Cole not short with he 5'8". He 5'8". You know what I'm saying? He got long arms. So maybe he can do it. I'm not gonna say he can't. Because you're not gonna outrun him. That's one thing you're not gonna do. You're not gonna outrun him. And he could trip you. Okay, so I'm not saying he gonna full-fledged wrap up somebody, especially if a Derrick Henry type of person running at him, just trip him. You know what I'm saying? You master the trip. Because that's what I would do. I would act like I'm about to wrap you and then fall down and grab your feet. I'm gonna do something. Yeah, Muggsy was strong with it though. Jordan used to hate guarding him. Muggsy said it was one game they were playing Jordan, and Jordan was like, "Oh man, you got this midget on me again." And Muggsy wouldn't say nothing. He said, Jordan said, "Man, this fucking midget, man, he gotta be on me again tonight." But see, the problem was what Jordan wouldn't tell nobody was Muggsy Every time Jordan would do something, Muggsy tapped the ball. He couldn't get past Muggsy. He couldn't get past him. So sometimes Jordan used to grab him. You go look at the film when Muggsy used to give Jordan a problem. Okay, he used to cuss Muggsy out, call him a midget, everything. Makes Muggsy just looked at him. He damn near took Jordan out of his game when he went and stepped on that court. And on top of it, Muggsy could shoot on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And it used to get in Jordan's head. But, you know, Jordan, I'll never forget when he got crossed up by Iverson twice. This was Iverson rookie year. He hit Jordan with the crossover once, and Jordan bit for it. Then Iverson hit him with it again, and he bit again. Wait a minute. You said Spud Webb was 5'8"? No. Antoine, hold on. Spud wasn't no 5'8", dog. Hold on 1 second. No. I'm not talking about Spud Webb. I'm talking about Muggsy. Did I say Spud? No, I meant Muggsy. I meant Muggsy Bogues. That's who I meant. Muggsy is 5'3". God Lord have mercy. Muggsy was 5'3", dog. No, and I'm talking about Muggsy. That's who Jordan had a problem with. Muggsy Bogues. He was 5'3", dog. And he went to the same high school where what's his name came from, Tafiq. Hold up, let me see. Muggsy went to, yeah. It's the wait a minute. Is the same high school? Let me see. No, he went to Dunbar. He went to Paul Dunbar. They didn't go to the same school. Dunbar used to be a powerhouse back in the day, if people didn't know. Spud was dunking. Spud, he won a dunk contest. You said rumor is Rob is gonna be a Cowboys new safeties coach. Okay, because he interviewed with them yesterday. So who you think gonna be the new Colorado DC? You say he's 5'3", built like a what? MJ built like a what? Listen, ask Jordan about Muggsy, man. He used to hate when Muggsy guarded him. You could see Jordan talking to him on the court. He hated it. He hated because Muggsy, it don't matter how fast Jordan was going, Muggsy was still in front of him. Yo, could you imagine? It don't matter what you doing. Muggsy was right there. He was still in front of you. And the thing is, when you go up for a jump shot, Muggsy could just hit your hand and strip the ball away. So it altered your jump shot. It altered everything that you did. Yeah, he was a pest to Jordan, yo. And Jordan used to always swipe his hands off of him. Go look at Jordan versus Muggsy, you'll see it. He used to swipe and Muggsy talking back to him. In one game, what happened before halftime? Jordan had like 8 points at halftime, right? And on one of them games, yo, getting in Jordan's head, yo. Oh, Cole is 165. Oh, he ready to play then. Wait, you saying Cole? If you trying to Tremaine is Cole 165? He ready to play then? If he 165, so expect Cole this year. I'm telling you, if Cole is 165, he gonna win that spot because he's that good. Remember, I said it. You said he'll bring in Jerry Glanville. Damn, he's still around. Man, you said Jerry Glanville. Wait, Jerry Glanville's son, or the Jerry Glanville? You still on the same timeline we on, right? You just said Jerry Glanville. Dude, you mean his son? Like Jerry Glanville Jr. or something? Shit, 77. Oh no, you are talking about Jerry Glanville. Nah, man, not Jerry Glanville, dog. We've been on one game. He I don't know if he's still with it, man. I wouldn't be. I look, if I was your DQ or whatever coordinator, I'd be messing y'all all up at what 77. He coached in the UFL. Oh, my bad. He coached last year. Okay, my bad, Jerry. My bad. I don't mean to age discriminate. My bad, Jerry. Coach Glanville. My bad. So I don't know. We'll see. We have to wait and see if who the new defensive coordinator will be, and that'll officially change it. That's a new look team now. No more. The DC is gone. We said it, man. It's the Last Supper. But no, one if Cole is 165, and that means he could play now. 165 is big enough for his position and his size, his height. That's pretty impressive though. If he gained 35 pounds, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's my point, Lamont. He made Jordan work for them 30 points. He did. He made Jordan work for it, yo. And if you go look at the highlights, it don't matter where Jordan was, Muggsy was in front of him. It didn't matter. It was like he was glued to him. He was glued to him. It didn't matter. It didn't matter where Jordan went. You know how Jordan do the little juke? Didn't matter, yo. Muggsy was right there. He was right there, man. Jordan had a bad time. That was a hard 30 points he got. That was a hard 30 points. I know he said Jerry Glanville, Lamont. The fuck? Yo, let me just say this, bro. He got to bring in somebody that's a college experience defensive coordinator. And I think he'll be straight. Because right now, I don't care how they slice it and dice it. The hype is over. Okay? I'm not hyping him this year. I did it last year. And I said it last year, Lamont. I said the quarterback could be up for the Heisman Trophy. I said it. Nobody hyped this more than me. Nobody did. I started talking Heisman Trophy. You said Wink, what's his name? Wink Martindale from Michigan. You talking about, is he a DC? Let me think here. Um, well, did they keep him on at Michigan or are they going with a new defensive coordinator? So, I mean, is he still the DC at Michigan right now? Or because I know they got a new coach. Maybe he went with his own DC. That could be a interesting situation, DC from Michigan. It wouldn't hurt, you know? He's currently looking for, okay. He's currently looking for work. Guess what? He might be it. Because he didn't do bad at Michigan. Shit, he looking for work. Colorado might be it, man. And I heard the Michigan coach, he might go to the NFL. Because I'm trying to see, yeah, he might have an NFL gig eventually. But they say he a good coach. I mean, not as a head coach, but as like a coordinator or something. Jim Knowles at Penn State, DC. That okay. So so Coach Prime got a little. He got some options at in his disposal. Yeah, like he said, he ain't gonna have another season like he had last year. Now, come on now. Yeah, it came down to the coaching too, though. It really did. You know what I'm saying? It did come down, but he changing it though. He got a new linebackers coach. His boy's still there though. What is Matt, not no what's the old linebacker coach doing now? I think he's like a coordinator or something. Linebackers coordinator or something. Or assistant linebackers coach. Oh, the Seattle DC. So there's a lot out there, man. I think Coach Prime will be okay with a new DC. I think he'll be okay. He'll be fine. He got some options out there. They got a new head coach. I think Michigan got, I forget his name. But what I'm saying, like, as far as the defensive coordinators out there looking for work, Coach Prime should be able to land somebody really good. And then I think he'll be set after that. You're gonna need a significant amount of time away from college football. No, they talking about he got some options in the NFL. They know he got set up, man. They know he got set up, and they knew he was tender, and they set his ass up for the pick and Ryan. I mean, Antoine. They set his ass up, man, because he couldn't handle himself, and they knew it, and sent her his way. That thing could be very powerful, Antoine, especially when you get seduced. I'm not saying she did that, but and when you're in the heat of the moment, that thing could be very powerful. The Texas co-defensive coordinator. So there's a lot out there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. This is definitely the best time to go get them now, though. Right now. So this definitely would be a whole new look team now. You said the five senses is what you're referring to. Well, I'm just saying they knew how to get him. He I feel like he got set up, and that's how they ain't got to pay him. Yep, they don't have to pay him now. He got fired with cause. She got him alone, this and that. Looked at him a certain way, touched him a certain way. It was over with. Over. And struggled as a DC at VTech. Well, they need a good defensive coordinator. I would say Prime should go to the college level to get it. Kyle Whittingham is the Michigan head. Yeah, I thought so. He was the Michigan head coach. They got Whittingham now. And Kyle Whittingham is the new Michigan coach. You know he brought his people with him. So he needs somebody like a straight bona fide defensive coordinator, man. That's all he really need. I think he'd be straight after that. Total rebuild, man. And I think Hart, isn't he like the assistant linebacker coach? He's still there though. That's good. He, kept him on. Oh, Texas Tech. Hey, Ant, you know what I didn't realize? Greg Popovich just stopped coaching last year. I didn't know that. I thought he'd been retired. He just stopped coaching in 25 season. That makes him the longest tenured head coach now in NBA history, I believe. Yep. He was with the Spurs all those years. That means he got to be the winningest coach ever, right? I believe so. God damn, Greg Popovich. I thought he had retired like 5 years ago. Him and the Steelers coach was the longest tenure head coaches on any team ever. Him and Mike Tomlin. You said Moore would definitely set up. I think so. He'll get another coaching gig somewhere else. He not maybe not a head coach, but he gonna get something. They saying it might be possibly NFL. Because a lot of people are telling me that he's really is a good coach. In Michigan State, Mel Tucker, Michigan State was fired for questionable behavior. Yeah, they were. Mel Tucker and him. Yep. Mel Tucker was the one that left Colorado. Remember how he left Colorado and went to Michigan State and he got fired for questionable reasons. It's crazy. You got to be careful. Would you rather have Coach Prime leave CU after reaching a bowl game next year to take a job at FSU but win a natty in 5 years or stay with CU? Um, that FSU spot that's kind of like a legacy. That's a legacy job for him. You know, that's almost kind of hard to turn down. Since he started his career at FSU. Damn, that'll be big. Him back at Florida State, but I don't think I. He'll probably stay at Colorado for the rest of his career. Yeah, Greg Popovich been there a long time. He was the longest tenure coach in NBA history, I believe. I believe even longer than Red Auerbach was with the Celtics. Yeah, before Pop, it was Jerry Sloan. You're right with the Utah Jazz. He beat out Jerry Sloan. Yeah, Prime FSU would do numbers as far as the media. But the thing is, one thing he wouldn't have to worry about, though? He would have more money at his disposal. That's one thing he wouldn't have to. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I would say, cause I'm a Florida State fan, but I don't know. Realistically speaking, if him winning a national title at Colorado, that'll be big because he went through so many ups and downs. He went through so many ups and downs to turn that thing around. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. That'll make him eligible for the college. Well, he already is in the college. Is he already in the Hall of Fame in college football? Let me see. I think he is already. Hold on. Let me see. Is he in the College Football Hall of Fame? That's my question. Let me see. He don't want guys. He don't want so many awards, man. 8-time Pro Bowl, NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1994, 2 Super Bowl champion. He won the Thorpe Award. Damn, in '88. I remember that. He won. He was the NCAA punt return leader. He was that. He was a first team AP All American. His Florida State Seminoles #2 was honored. Yes, he is in the College Football Hall of Fame. I thought he was. Yes, he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He had what you call a very celebrated career. Is very decorated. He won the Thorpe Award. I remember that. I never forget that. That's when he declared for the draft. He won it. I remember he showed up in a tuxedo, him and his mom. I never forget it. And because I was a Florida State fan back then, and he won the. I remember they said it. You know, Deion Sanders, you win the prestigious Thorpe Award. Congratulations. I never forget that. And knew his life. He that was it. That he became prime time. Yeah, they have a Hall of Fame in college. He's in the College Hall of Fame, and it's in Atlanta. I believe the College Hall of Fame is in Atlanta. Yep, he's in it. Because I remember when they went to the second bowl game at Jackson State, they went by there, and you saw his display. He's in the Hall of Fame. And this guy played in a World Series. He had a really celebrate. That's why he act the way he do. He has no other choice but to act like that. He was really that good. He was really him back then. Really was. And the thing was, you know what he said recently? He didn't have no trainer. He trained himself. And he said when he ran his 40, he didn't even stretch. He just got out the car, put on his sneakers and ran the 40 and ran a 4.2, ran a 4.28 or something. He just had straight up like God-given ability. He didn't have a trainer. Think about that. He didn't have a trainer. Like, what type of shit? Like, were you Superman? Like, what the fuck? What you mean you didn't have no trainer? He didn't have a trainer. Like, he worked out on his own. This shit is crazy. Coach Prime, when he played football, he didn't have a trainer. He worked out on his own. He did his own routine. And I want to know what that was. Like, what did he do? I bet you he ran mountains. I bet you that. He ain't gonna say it. And he played 2 sports and he ain't had no trainer. Do y'all hear what he said? Did that make sense to you? Yeah, a lot of players that I didn't have a trainer either. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me tell y'all, look, check this out. Back in the day, check this out. When we played high school, right? Okay. So what did the off season include? We all went to the park. We all went to the park and we ran. And then we lift weights on our own. And then when we started training right before the season, we got in the weight room in the high school. That was it. That's how we did it back then. So this is what I argue to you. I think the players today are a lot faster and a lot bigger right now. But players back then, they had discipline. They trained themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Coach Sports Talk. They didn't have trainers back then. Who the hell trained Bo Jackson? Nobody. Nobody. You said he was like Tyreek Hill. His highlights don't really do his abilities justice, right? Tyreek, yeah, you're right. Dion had style. Bo had substance. They both had substance. Yeah, Dion was flashy. He had the he was neon Dion. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he was really that good, yo. Dion, like, listen, man, we know him as Dion. Yo, he was really that good, yo. Y'all guys, I don't think today's players realize how good he was. In the fourth quarter, when everybody's tired, he's running back a punt and he's skipping all the way to the end zone. You said, look at Eric Dickerson. He was. Eric Dickerson was a big quarterback. Um, Eddie George was too. Eddie George, Earl Campbell. Yeah. That's like the running back from Baltimore. He could have played in the 80s. That's how big he is. He could have played then. That's how he could have played in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Derrick Henry. He just had the size. Yeah, and he was doing that with the big bulky pads on. Yeah, I heard he said he was good at basketball. Yeah, his boy nicknamed him Prime Time. The guy that be making those YouTube videos talking about money. I didn't even realize. I know he used to play for the Bears. That guy that be making them YouTube videos telling you about how to invest. He used to play for the Chicago Bears. I didn't realize that he named Coach Prime Coach Prime. I mean, Prime Time. I didn't know that. I thought that the media gave it to him. No, he gave it to him. But the thing is, he ain't had no trainer, yo. And here's another thing he said. He ain't even stretch really. The fuck? They ain't even do no stretching. Like, not really. He didn't even stretch when he ran his 40. He ran a 4.2. He didn't even stretch. Do you know how dangerous that was? He's like Superman. Him and Bo Jackson were like Superman, dog. That's the only thing I could tell you. Oh, Daryl Green was faster than Coach Prime. I don't care what he say. Daryl Green was faster. He had to have been. Or they had to have been about the same. They had to have been about the same. But I don't even think his kids realize how good he was. I don't think so. You had to have lived it. Bucky lived it a little bit, but he was young. I don't think he remembers. Guys, I seen him play live. Live. I seen I seen him play literally at Giant Stadium live. I'll never forget it. I wasn't at this game when it happened, but I'll never forget it. Remember this? Well, let me see if Antoine remember this. You remember the game when he played the New York Giants? And Bill Parcells said this before the kicker went out there, do not kick it to him. He said, what? Do not kick it to him. Kick it the other way. And what was Prime doing? He was doing the come here action. Like, yeah, kick it to me. Kick it to me. He was doing the come here action, right? He didn't really kick it to Prime. Prime ran it down. He ran it down and caught it anyway. And he went right past Bill Parcells. By the time he got to the 50-yard line, he was already skipping. Already. He was already dancing he was like at the 50-yard line starting to do the dance already. And just trotted on into the damn end zone. And Bill Parcells threw down the pen and pad. He threw it down and said, God damn it, I told you don't throw it to him. I mean, don't kick it to him. This was in the fourth quarter when everybody's tired. And he's skipping right on in the end zone. That wasn't normal. What he did wasn't normal. And he's still not normal. He's not normal. That's why you don't want to mess with him. He's not normal. Listen, he had surgery last year and went right back to practice. Okay? You ever see, and look, it's not right that he's benching more than his receivers. That's not right. Did you see him? They, look, he said, I don't need you to touch this. Remember the guy standing over him, like if he needs a spot? He don't need no spot. But do you see how he was doing it though? He had his legs up on the seat. That he's cheating. That's how he does it. Like he had his legs up and he's doing it. That's how he used to do it when he played. And you see how he's lifting that weight? And he didn't even stretch or nothing. He just lifting weight like that. That's not normal. That's not normal. He's not normal, man. Something wrong with him. That's the only thing I could tell you. Prime is crazy. And here's the crazy part. He's looking for somebody just like him. That's why he's there. He's trying to fish out who they are. That's why he's doing it. And he already found one. That remember the defensive lineman that ran a 4.5? I mean a 4.4? No, he ran a 4.4 something. He found one. I could tell how he was looking at him. He said, all right, I got one. I found one there. And he don't singled out airplane guy. He singled him out. He's like a predator, but in a good way. He was a predator on the field. You know why I say he's a predator on the field? Because that's what he had to do. He was a defensive back. And what he did was he act like he wasn't guarding you, and he was, so that the quarterback can throw it to you, so he can pick it off. He's a predator. And yeah, I seen him in the old school do it with the Jerry curl. I saw it. Yeah. See, he gonna act like he ain't had no Jerry curl. He did. And you remember when Prime had the Jerry curl when he played for the Yankees? He had a Jerry curl. I don't care what nobody say. He had a Jerry curl in his head. Yeah, he looked for opportunities like a prey. He's a predator. He still is. Do you see how he be looking at them in practice? He's not smiling. Go look again. And remember how he sat down on the bench? Nobody told him to do that. He did it. He's like, look, let me get down here and bench real quick. I think they looking at him like, yo, you sure you got this weight, Prime? I got it. Don't touch it. And he just sitting there lifting it. Dude, you know what that does to people? Like, you have to go hard at this point. And he's not normal. He's not a normal. He's not normal. That's the only thing I could tell you. He's not normal. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting up there benching more than his receivers. That's not normal. It's not normal, dog. And he was a predator. He made his money being a predator. That's what he was doing. Because I never forget when he played Troy Aikman before he went to the Dallas. That's what Jerry Jones said he had to have him. Because after what he did to Dallas, Jerry Jones, I got to have him. I got to have him. So what he did was Troy threw at him a couple times, but it didn't work. So he stopped throwing his way. So what he did was he act like he was on somebody else. So then Troy will bite, and he did, and he picked it off. You said he knows how to talk to people and socially not. Yeah, he knows how to talk, but he's looking for certain things in the players. And he found it in that one player. That one player, he ran that 4.5. I think he's a defensive lineman or he's an edge. He found it in him because I could tell how he go look at it again. He's shaking his head and he's looking at him. He's shaking his head. He's like, I got one. I got him. He's shaking his head. Like, that kid is going to be in the NFL one day. The way Prime was shaking his head, that kid, he going somewhere. Remember I said it. But he knows how to sift out who the dogs are. It's crazy, man. I be watching him in practice. And he still has that fiery ability too. That's why coaching, I think he decided he want to stay coaching because it gives him that competitive spirit. You know, even though he's losing, it's still competitive. You know, he wants to win. So that's what satisfied those him not being a player no more, I think. Because they need a challenge. And when especially when people are talking like he ain't got it, like, oh man, they gonna lose at this, that. He likes that. You know, say give him motivation. Yeah, when he gets players in the room, it's him and Lane Kiffin. Only I think it's only two coaches in America that if they can get you in their office, it's over. It's him and Lane Kiffin. Yeah, he knew Travis would become because he watches. Let me tell you how he did it. Back when he was an analyst, he used to remember this. Antoine. He used to cover the NFL Combine. He was like the Dick Vitale of football. Remember back in football, basketball, when Dick Vitale called you a diaper dandy, that means you're going to the NBA. Well, Prime used to call out the dogs. He said, "Oh, that kid got it right there." He was never wrong. He was never wrong. Ask Jadavian Clowney. Ask Jadavian. He was never wrong about it. Never wrong about it. All the players that he said was going to do something, they all did. He could see it. So that's why he will be really good to go find players in lesser divisions that nobody is seeing. All he has to do is get his eyes on you as far as your film and stuff. And if he gets a feel for you, that's how he can dominate and get and build his team that the players that people can't find. That's how he'll dominate. That's why I say it'll take a couple years. This year and next year. See, that's why he's probably saying, well, instead of paying this amount of money, I can go pay a player less amount of money and I still got a dog because he know how to go find them. But we'll see what happens though. But him being in the weight room, that's not by accident. The last time he was really in a weight room around there like that, or that early on, when Jimmy Horn and Xavier Weaver got there, he was there watching him because he knew what he had. Or he's looking to see. I'm okay. You're starting. You're starting. They don't even know he's watching them like that. He is. He is watching them. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing everything for a reason. But yeah, so I'll be thinking about it. Do he really got to go to a player's house? Answers no. He don't. Because the reason why I say that is because Colorado, even though they lost last year, is still a huge platform. So he doesn't have to worry about if the platform is huge or not. It is. It's an opportunity for you to come there and really make some money. Even if you go to another team, it's still an opportunity. But what his strength is, he can find players. He know who can play or not. He just got that feel for it. So that's his strong suit. But his thing was, I think that was hurting him. The coaches were messing him up. He need to go get some more coaches. I think that's what it was. He not leaving there until he win. I'm just telling y'all this. He a Leo too. He not he not leaving there no loser. Okay? Meaning that, okay, I'll give it to Marion. I only want another game. Bullshit. He'll stay there until he win. But him sitting there bench pressing and doing it the way he doing, I'm like, yo, he lifting more than some of these players, some of the receivers. That's not good. So guess what? He's gonna see what they do about it. Let's see. Let's see what you do. Let's see what your max gonna be. Yeah, man. It's just that's why usually the great players, it's a poor man's sport. Like he came from humble beginnings, right? That's why he was so motivated to be who he was. But it's just the same way with boxing. Boxing is a poor man's sport. You know what I'm saying? Um, Football ain't it's the same. You gotta have a desire, yo. Like some players don't have it like they don't have the desire. Some people that like football is their only way out. I'm talking about those people. He got a few on the team now. I can see it. And that's who he's recruiting. That's who he's looking for. Look at some of his offensive linemen, how they look. Just look at him. He doing it on. I know what he doing. Just like that offensive lineman I was talking about on the last live chat that was really out of shape, that we have to give him a pass. Yeah, we got to give him a pass. I can see it in his face. We got to give him a pass. He got that look. It's a look that I'm looking for. He got it. Boo Carter, one of those people too. Right. He got the look too. He got that look. And Coach see it. Coach see it. I saw it when he was in the office with Coach. You know how they take the picture? When he take the picture with the player and the family? That's how I knew he had him. All he got to do is get you in there. You know what he probably said? You know what he probably said to him? You know I need help, right? You know I need help. You know what happened last year. You know what record we had, right? Yeah, Coach, I see that. Can you help me? Now, for somebody of his magnitude, and he say to you, can you help me? What do you think that'll do to that kid? How you think that kid will feel, yo? He's asking me if I can help him. Yes, you're gonna help. You like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you. You're not gonna let me down, right? No, I'm not gonna let you down. So what that does is that'll motivate a player more so than what he thought he was already. It'll motivate him on what it'll make him rise further to the occasion. You don't have somebody of that magnitude asking you, "Can you help me?" You know I need help. Man, I'll damn near pass out on that field if he asks me that. You know what I'm saying? And then what would that do for you? That will get you to the next level. Now people looking at you might be a first rounder or whatever the case. Let me tell y'all what he did, guys, in that game. He hypnotized Jimmy Horn. He hypnotized him. Jimmy was having a bad game, and coach went up to him again. You know your dad watching you, right? We need your help, son. That hypnotized him. And he went ahead and caught that pass and did the juke pass, did the juke movement, and dived into the end zone and won the game for us. He hypnotized him. He did the same thing to Travis. He hypnotized him. I'm telling you guys, for all I know, when Travis was in high school, he wasn't like that. Like how he was in Colorado, he wasn't like that in high school. He's a totally different person. He's not the same person. When Travis was in high school, yes, he was good, but he wasn't elite yet. I know people are saying, Max, what you talking about? He got elite when Prime started talking to him. That's when he became elite. I'm telling y'all this. I know. I don't give a fuck about the 5-star. He turned into a different person when Prime was talking to him. That's when he turned into a different. I'm telling you, he did. His confidence, everything went through the roof. I'm telling you this. I know for a fact. You know how I know? Because you can go watch Bucky's video when Travis went up to him and hugged him and started crying. Go look at the video. That's how I know. He hypnotizes people, and he's still doing it. I feel like he talking to me sometime in the motivational speeches. I know some people talking about, well, I don't like his motivations. Motherfucker, he talking to me. I think he talking to me sometime. Like, he said, you got it. Why can't you go get it? What's stopping you? What's stopping you? I like, yo, is he hypnotizing people? What the fuck? He's not normal, yo. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He's not normal. And the only problem is though, guys, he's not playing anymore. So he has to go get people. He has to go get carbon copies of himself. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. Travis was a carbon copy of him. That's only Chidozie, carbon copy of him. That's the only thing I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a while to get him. It takes a while, but now he's hand picking people. So the last time he did that was his first and second year at Jackson State. His first year. I'm not counting the COVID year. I don't count that year. The year after that, 21. Samba said him and Prime not gonna last long. Brendan Marion got these traits too. That's what he need. No, 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 no. Brendan has to have those traits. He has to have them. He has to. He's looking. Listen, he need a coach like him. He had it at Jackson State. He had a coach like him. No, guys, he need people like he needs carbon. He needs I know what you're talking about. They might bump heads. They have to bump heads. Coach needs that. He's a Leo. He needs somebody to bump heads with him. He needs that. And but he needs somebody to stand on it like a rock, guys. Because he's a polarizing figure. He's a very strong polarizing figure. He needs somebody to stand on it like a rock. And if you stand on it, you sure he gonna go with you with it. You said I was just thinking Chidozie when you said Boo Carter. Yeah. Okay, so now you get what I'm saying, Samba. It could be in any sport. It could be in it could be in boxing. You know, Javante got the look. Even though Javante getting his ass in trouble. I think they targeting him right now. But anyway, certain people got that look. Um Shadozi had the look. Shadozi had that look. Who else had that look? Boo Carter, Travis, Silman Craig, Shedeur, Shiloh, Tafiq had it. Who else? Who else? You just know. I can't really explain the look. You just know. And he can always go get him. He can always go find that look. He can go find them at any time. That's why I say we're gonna have to wait till after the spring game until he bring more people in, because he's bringing more people in. Make no mistakes about it. Even if they got to walk on, he bringing more people in. He has your soul attention, Max. Yeah, he got my soul attention on this one because I want to see if he could turn this around. I want to see if he could turn it around. You said Ben. Believe it or not, he has that look. He does. Ben got some flavor to him, and he got flavor to him on top of it. But Ben is looking at the WWE right now. But you know what I'm thinking though? He got hypnotized too because he might be thinking NFL. And the thing is, the reason why I'm saying this is 90% cerebral and 10% physical, meaning that why you think some players go to sports psychologists? This is a mental game. You actually have to believe you the shit and have to know it and walk it. It's one thing to say it, you have to feel it. I'm thinking he feeling it. I'm really thinking so. The reason why I'm giving him a shot is because he lasted so long. He could have easily transferred. He could have easily went to another team. He said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm part of the Louis luggage," and he stayed. That's why I give him so much respect. Whether he make it or not, that's besides the point. Just that he stayed so long, I respect that. But he looking at the WWE though. I think he might make it. But there's certain players that just got that look, man. It's just hard to you just know. Like LeJontay Wester, people like that. You know, I like this JoJo Williams kid. I think he's gonna do some good things for Colorado coming in the next few years, couple years. He's gonna do some good things. You know what I'm saying? So he was the second leading producer and wide receivers last year. Um, but hey, man, it takes a while to get the team. It takes a while to get the right team that he wants. But now that he's back healthy and he's actually there day to day, he getting ready to make some things happen. JoJo adjusts to the ball crazy. He does have a very good future. He does. And you see how he's like picking people up when they run? He's showing leadership. I like that. But coach is there outlifting them though. He outlifted the receivers, dog. They gonna have to fix that. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna let him outlift me. It's no way. Remember the guys like, Coach, you got it? He said, no, don't touch it. I got it. Holy crap. Carter, I heard that he can play the slot too, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see if he played both positions. But he got that look though that he can play. I don't know, man. He got that crazy look to him. He got that look like he's staying his playbook. Like, that ain't no question. Like, just put the ball up and let me go get it. The team overall looks bigger though than it has. It looks they look bigger. And even though they're all not there yet. But well, yeah, you need offensive linemen like that. Like somebody around the way that look like they'll take your lunch money. That's what you're looking for in the offensive lineman. You're looking for somebody that could probably run your pockets if they need to. Like it'll hurt you to go against them. No, they're not all there yet. The whole team is not there yet. The high school players not there yet. A lot of the high school players are not there yet. They haven't graduated yet. Some are there. You got some there, but not all. And then you got more players that he's bringing in. Because it could be some players after the spring game. I mean, well, it could be some more players he got coming in. They're not all there yet, though. That's not the full team yet. And I heard that player that was trying to get eligibility, he's now in Boulder. So he's playing now. So that's a good addition because he was trying to win another year eligibility, but maybe he has won it because I saw him posted a picture on his Instagram that he was headed to Boulder. So he's there now. And I believe he plays the three technique position. So he's a big guy, so they need him. But we gonna see, man. Just keep the injuries down. That's what I would say. They had a lot of injuries last year. That doesn't help at all. We'll see, man. We'll see what they do. I don't want to take too much more of y'all time. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I thank y'all for listening. We'll come back. As far as Shedeur, he got a new coach. I think they probably going to give Deshaun Watson another shot because they're paying him all this damn money. And I think they got one more year with Deshaun Watson before they give it to Shedeur. But we'll see. Or Shedeur could play next season. We don't know yet. Maybe they're going to make them have a duel for the position. We're going to see. But yeah, so he met the coach and just go from there, man. But I'll be back a little later if something break off. All right, y'all.